lovelies. This is Wrestling Reads, and I'm doing another video. I told y'all I'm cranking them out today. I want to ask my cards here. What does Vince McMahon really think about AEW? Now, there was a lot of commotion in the last couple of weeks, with the 30-minute head-to-head with SmackDown, and Tony Khan was coming out talking a lot of trash. I quite enjoyed all of it, coming from both sides. It's very enjoyable to me. But it's been crazy. So coming from the VKM side, they said that they don't consider AEW as a threat. They're just like, please. Who? What? That t-shirt company? Huh? Who? Meanwhile, there have been reports coming out that they absolutely know who AEW is, and they've been trying, in the beginning they were hoarding talent, and then they were releasing their talent, and, they've been keeping an eye out on them, on the monitors, at the previous NXT, and, So, but Vince and Kenny McMahon said that they're not competition. And I want to know, does he really believe that? I don't think, on the one hand, I feel like they're non-competition, in my personal opinion. I feel like they're non-competition in the essence of they don't attract the same type of viewers, because AEW attracts more diehard people, and WWE is more commercial. They're more McDonald's. They're more mass-produced. This is content. We don't really care about the wrestling or the wrestling business, hence why they're called superstars. Hence sports entertainment, not wrestling. We know the spiel. But they are competition in the fact of streaming wars, or in the fact of potential buyers and potential investors and platforms that want to house wrestling. And with the talent, which WWE says they're not even going to be competing with that anymore. They said, the hell with that. We're just going to create our own people. We don't care about you having a background in wrestling. You know what I mean? So, on the one hand, they definitely are competing, and then on the other hand, like, they attract two different types of wrestling fans. But I want to ask the cards, what do they think? What does Vince think of AEW? What does Vince think about AEW? How does he really feel about AEW? Tony Khan. I'm going to pull 3 cards. That 5 of Cups card keeps coming up. 3 cards, and I want to see what the card is on the bottom. Ooh. So, this is interesting to me. The first card that comes up is the 5 of Cups. He's not happy about the comparisons. I think this is coming from, I don't like being compared to them. I hate that AEW is even in the conversation type thing. So there's feelings behind this, for sure, coming from Vince. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles for our next card up. But it's in reverse. So, whereas the Queen of Pentacles on the up and up side would mean very giving and forgiving with my creations, my sowing seeds, me creating this big business and networking and putting my essence, my DNA into my haul, like my harvest, if you will. But it's in reverse, which tells me that I think he believes that, because there's a queen here. So if we think of it in a queen as an actual person, there's might be somebody behind the scenes in the ear as far as expending all their capital and material in a not in a good way, like not in a smart business savvy way, but almost in a way of hoarding and manipulation in some way. So I think there's some manipulation behind the scenes, definitely, of information. So, this is interesting. Like, this is really interesting to me. So this could be either a person, or this could be the way he believes the way the AEW does its business or its finances. Almost in the sense of maybe throwing their money away. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we have two material cards, which are Pentacles. And we have one emotional card. And then we got we got a Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So two nines, which is about, nines in the deck are usually about attainment. You wanting to scratch and claw, and then you finally get it. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, Vince, he's worried emotionally, but he's not really worried financially. Like, he knows that, and just like with everything, it's complex, right? He knows that they've gotten themselves into a position that they print money. WWE at this point prints money, right? They're self-sufficient, right? So they're not worried about AEW in a financial sense, like they could ruin them. They're sitting pretty, baby. They have all of what they need. But emotionally, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. And since the Queen of Pentacles is in the middle of this deck, you could say the middle of the three is the strongest. There might be somebody behind the scenes who's manipulating information. It's just very interesting to me. This card is really interesting to me. And then you got the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. You got Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and this is all about putting up a defense and beating down the negative thoughts. This black here is the negativity, the negative thoughts, and you protecting yourself with the wands, as well as using the wand here to beat off that thought, you know. This could be AEW for them. This leads me to believe that it's in the back of their mind. From an emotional sense, from a creative sense, they know that AEW is doing their thing. They hear it. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. But at the end of the day, their finances, which is all what they really care about. Their finances, this is why the outcome card here. The last thing that we left off is the Nine of Pentacles. They're fine. They've attained what they want to. They print money at this point, and AEW and nobody else is going to change that. For them to go down, it would have to be something that it would come from the inside, and we all kind of know that it's not coming from an outside force. But thank you for joining me. That was my read with how Vince feels about, how he really feels about AEW. Join me another time, and I'm outie. Thanks, y'all. Mwah.